Stop commercializing women.
Stop commercializing women.
Stop commercializing women.
Stop commercializing women.
It's no new issue for women to be sexually exploited in the media. The media has become a tool to sell women as sexual objects, as commodities. Why has this issue become so popular today? Society makes it seem that women are only useful for selling sex. What can be done to stop this issue? I managed to find an advertisement that covered this issue. Dr. Dre recently made a pair of speakers that caused some controversy. The speaker, which is shaped like a hot dog, was used by models that were female while dancing around Robin Thicke in his music video in a very sensual manner. What do you all think about this?
So we're here today, me, Melker Svard, and with
Tani Santiago.
and we're gonna hear her opinion about a couple of questions. So often today in society, we can see that women are often targeted in the commercials and advertisements and etc. as objects. What do you think about that?
I think that women are really sexualized in commercials and videos and everything, and I think it's kind of sad that I don't think society see women like that as a whole, but I think the more commercials, the more magazines sexualize women, society becomes more accepting of that. And I think it comes to a point that it could be really dangerous.
So, do you think this phenomenon can affect women as a whole?
It does. I think it does a lot, since a lot of younger people, a lot of the younger community, like girls and stuff, they look up to this woman and they create unrealistic perceptions of women, you know, and they get sexualized a lot. And I think it comes to the problem that it can create eating disorders for these girls. It can create a lot of like mental issues for them, you know, going through middle school and high school. And why don't I look like that? That girl has, you know, she's 18 and I'm 18. Why don't I look like that, you know? So it comes to a point that it could be really dangerous for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so often in society today it happens that women are portrayed in different ways and that women are objectified in commercials and in advertisements. And what do you think about that?
I think it's definitely an issue. I don't think it's just women that are portrayed incorrectly or given an unrealistic image to meet, or expectation, I guess you could say, by society. I think it's done with both men and women. But I think in terms of women being objectified much more, whereas men are just given this unrealistic expectation, women are given the same, but then turned into something more than just that. So I definitely think it's a problem. I think it's going to be pretty difficult to fix. There's no easy way to fix something like that. It's a problem that runs really deep throughout our media. Even when we're raised as children, whether you're playing with dolls as a girl or trucks as a guy, it's kind of like ingrained into you, and then ever since then, it's kind of an issue. So it's definitely a problem.
What are some ways we can stop this issue? We managed to find a few ways to narrow down sexual exploitation. One way is by teaching children that they're okay, that we don't need to adhere to these sexual images. This is a big one on the parents. Parents, make sure that your kids love themselves and make sure that they identify well with themselves and don't attempt to adhere to these negative images. A second way is to stop porn culture. Porn has been a very popular issue, and it's been a very big issue in regards to the sexualization of women. Ending porn can be a big way to stop this issue. The third and final way would be checking out IOppose.org. IOppose.org, which helps to build the self-esteem of children, especially girls, is big. And their SPARK program, which is sexualization, protest, action, resistance, and knowledge is one of the key ways to prevent you, your children, and anyone else from adhering to this sexual exploitation.